I'm Mr. Anime, and boy, do I have a... Dang it, why are these animangas in my way? Oh, and they're so heavy too because all they are is just colored pages. $17.50 in Canada? That's some shit. Anyway, today I'm reviewing an animated series that was based off mangas called Broken Blade. Today I'm reviewing Broken Blade, animated movies that spawned off a manga series. There's 6 of these Broken Blade movies, but I'm just reviewing the first one because I want to know if the other 5 are worth watching. Broken Blade takes place on a fictional continent that's under the control of 3 separate countries. One of the countries being the big bad guys, and the other 2 countries kind of being the underdogs that kind of like each other. The name of the bad guys is the Commonwealth of Athens. And they're some bad motherfuckers, I'll tell you that. They got advanced weaponry, they got advanced soldiers, they got a bigger population. So the other 2 continents or countries or whatever are definitely on the defensive. The Kingdom of Krishna is the Commonwealth of Athens' biggest enemy, even though they're really no match for them. The 2 are always fighting with each other, and the Commonwealth of Athens is just on the verge of taking over the whole world when the series starts. I mean, how many animes are there where there's just battling nations? I mean, there's enough of that shit in real life. It's just like 2 cars that are always just crashing into each other. Oh, those kind of hit me in a bad spot. The lead character in the show is named Rygart Arrow. Kind of a weird name. I mean, why couldn't it have been something like, I don't know, Jasper Allen, or Mickey Rooney, or Tom Cruise? But it's Rygart Arrow, so whatever. And Rygart Arrow just so happens to be one of the only people in the whole world that doesn't know how to use magic. You see, everyone else in the entire world is born with the ability to levitate shit and do like magical stuff, but he isn't. So it makes him look like he's the underdog and like he can't do shit, but it turns out that he is the hero and that he has to save the day. Because the fighting in this anime is all done with mecha. So mecha fans, you know, turn your ear a little bit closer to the screen because this is basically a mecha battle anime. There's not very much ground shooting, or ground battle among soldiers, at least in the first movie. I can't speak for the other 5 movies because I haven't seen them and 3 of them aren't even out yet. Rygart Arrow, the lead character, just so happens to also be good friends with the king of the Kingdom of Krishna, which is one of those 2 little menial countries that's about to get their ass swept over by the Commonwealth of Athens. So what can he do? What can Rygart do without any powers? Well, the Kingdom of Krishna discovers a mecha that none of their pilots can activate. Why? Because the mecha can only be used by someone that doesn't have magical powers. Enter Rygart. And it just so happens that this mecha is the only mecha that can really stand up to all the technology that the Commonwealth of Athens can throw out. And to make things even worse, one of the main generals of Athens used to be good friends with Rygart. So there's definitely going to be controversy there, especially if they meet in the battlefield, which they haven't yet, but you know how animes are with all that drama and shit, I'm sure they will. They explained that they call it Broken Blade because everybody thinks that that old mecha piece of junk that only the lead character can pilot, they all think it's just a piece of fucking shit because they can't pilot it because, like I said, it can only be piloted by people without magical powers. But the thing that's not cool is the animation. I don't know if they were doing this on purpose or if they were just fucking sleeping while they were drawing. Like, the animation is kind of scratchy, kind of faded. The colors aren't vibrant. It looks like something from the mid-90s, not something that was made in 2010. On top of that, the music goes through one ear and straight out the other. You know what? No, it doesn't even make it to the fucking ear. It just goes like, boop. Oh, going towards the ear. Oh, deflection, because it sucks. Rygart is really the only person that I really like in this show. Like, you know, the king and the queen of all the countries and stuff, just kind of boring people. But Rygart, the lead character, is what drives the show. Like, there's something about him. You want him to succeed. You want him to beat the hell out of those Athens people, because those Athens people are dicks. Like, they think they're the shit. They think they can just walk around in their big fancy mechas. But surprisingly, even though I've probably talked trash about this show for most of this review, I'm going to give it a positive score. I recommend this, and I'm going to go ahead and watch the second, third, and fourth, and fifth, and sixth movie as they come out. I'm not going to review them, but I would recommend that you watch this first movie and then watch the others. And I actually might even try to go out of my way and read the Broken Blade manga and see how close it is to the movies. Because sometimes they screw that stuff up in translation. So, for me, Broken Blade, entertaining enough. One character made the show for me, and I hope that he kicks those guys' asses. That's why I'm going to watch the next 5 movies. So I give Broken Blade a fair 7 out of 10. I'll see you next time for another episode of Mr. Anime Reviews.